Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. It is Thursday, and it's December the 5th already, and it doesn't take much math to deduce how far away we are from Christmas with easy numbers like that. Now, less than 20 days away to Christmas Eve, mind you. Weather-wise, who knows what it will be like then, but I can give you an update on your short-term forecast. We have some wind tomorrow, nothing like what we have seen. We've got some sun and some warmer air at times. We've got some showers, and then on the other side of all of that, and I'll lay it out for you time-wise in just a few moments, Arctic air rolling in here next week to the tune of a 19-degree low by midweek next week after a 34-degree day. So definitely a lot to discuss weather-wise tonight. You may or may not, I just don't know. You'll have to watch and see. You might see some elves out decorating downtown Sagersville on the view over downtown behind me because they are getting ready, not just for the holidays, but of course as well for the big Sagersville Hometown Christmas celebration. I'll go through the schedule on our calendar in just a few moments, but I just received word a few moments ago about a significant change and update that the mayor's office wanted me to let everyone know about. And I gotta be honest, I'm liking the idea. You need to plan on staying a bit longer, and maybe not because I don't know that you can really get out of town anyway. But this year is a very firm rule that they're going to try this in hopes of doing this with all parades. But the parade is going to leave at 6 o'clock, just as it always does, make its way through downtown Sagersville, just as it always does, and up East Maple Street, just as it always does. And the Christmas parade then is going to turn around and in its entirety come back all the way through Sagersville and to where it started on Parkway Drive. So you'll be able to see the parade twice, which is a really good thing. I gotta be honest with you. I am told that this is one of the longest and most beautiful parades that we've had since this tradition started, and we have had some really beautiful and awesome ones at that. So you'll get to see it twice. Absolutely no vehicles are going to be moving allowed in or out of Sagersville until it's gone the second time. So sit tight, enjoy getting your second look at it. It's worth seeing twice. It always is, and from what I'm told, even more so this year. So keep that in mind. I'll go through your schedule for the parade in just a few moments. I have this from the governor's desk, issued just a few moments ago. This from the governor's desk saying that he has signed an executive order prohibiting pension spiking. He also names several other things in this, including calling out Rocky Atkins for voting for what the governor calls the Greed Bill back in 2005. The governor says that he has signed an executive order today to ensure continuation of a good government Bevin administration policy that prohibits former legislators appointed to executive or judicial branch positions from potentially doubling or tripling their pension payout by engaging in a practice known as pension spiking. Members of the Kentucky General Assembly who began participation in the legislator's retirement plan prior to January the 1st of 2014 are entitled to a defined benefit pension. The final pension payout for this plan is calculated using a formula based on the individual's years of service in the legislature multiplied by the average salary for the three highest years of salary, known as the high three, and then multiplied by a percentage called a benefit factor. In '05, the General Assembly, according to the governor, passed House Bill 299, he says, known as the Greed Bill, which allows part-time citizen legislators to spike their legislative pension using their highest 3 years of salary, even if that salary was earned in another government position. He says that under previous governors, former legislators making a five-figure salary for most of their career could receive a much larger six-figure retirement, even though they didn't contribute that amount to the pension system. Upon his inauguration, Bevin says that he put a stop to pension spiking and required former and current legislators accepting new employment in his administration to begin collecting their legislative pensions before beginning executive branch employment, thereby keeping their high three based only on their legislative service. He says, quote, across Kentucky there are thousands of hardworking public employees and retirees who expect to receive what they've paid into the retirement system. Our pension system is already the worst funded in the nation, and it is both actuarially unsound and fundamentally unfair that a select group of individuals can enrich their own pensions and receive millions of dollars more in benefits than they have paid in. He says, quote, we ended this practice in our administration, and it is in the best interest of taxpayers, public employees, and the long-term health of the pension system that it is ended once and for all. The passage of Senate Bill 3 in 2017 required that the pensions of all current and former legislators be subject to open records request for the first time. And as a result, the public learned that many former legislators, he said, earned pensions in excess of $100,000 a year because of pension spiking. He says Senate Bill 151, passed by the General Assembly in 2018, ended the egregious practice of pension spiking, but it was never allowed to become law because the Kentucky Supreme Court struck it down based entirely on procedural issues. He also called out Rocky Atkins, saying it's outrageous that legislators such as Atkins, who voted for the Green Bill in 2005 and against Senate Bill 151 to end pension spiking, are now attempting to enrich their own pensions by accepting high-paying positions in the Beshear administration. Well, I have had a bit of a software issue for the past couple of days, and this was a commercial that was supposed to have aired this week, and it has not. And that is with my apologies to one of our dear friends. So I'm going to read it again tonight and make it known elsewhere that the Keeping Room is inviting you to their 20th annual old-fashioned Christmas open house. It starts tomorrow. It's a 2-day event, tomorrow and Saturday, 10 till 5, both days. They are celebrating 20 years in business, and they're offering 20% off of your purchase to celebrate. They're going to have some wonderful refreshments and hot cider, as they always do. They're located, of course, on West Maple Street at the lower end of town. The Keeping Room, their 20th annual old-fashioned Christmas open house, tomorrow and Saturday from 10 until 5. It's time for a break. I'll be right back. From brakes, exhaust, suspension, fluid changes, to expert collision and auto body, to turning your 4x4 or diesel from mild to wild, get real auto maintenance, paint, and repair at Black Smoke Performance in Dixie of Sagersville. 349-8785. At Sagersville National Bank, they know your house is much more than your home. It's an investment, and for many of us, the biggest we'll ever make. And whether it's for needed repairs and maintenance, or a new addition or renovation to give you some more room and more equity, let Sagersville National Bank deal with all the financial work and worry. Real and real competitive, hometown, homegrown, home improvement loans at Sagersville National. It can be one of the hardest parts of being a parent. You can beg them, bribe them, hold them down and try to force them, and sometimes you still can't get them to take their medicine. Well, problem solved at Parkway Pharmacy with Flavor X. Let your kids customize their medicine with some of the best flavors that really do taste great, and it's totally free with your child's prescription at Parkway Pharmacy. So stop the suffering, theirs and yours, for free, and get your Flavor X flavored medicines at Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
Just in time for the winter driving season, and through December the 13th at Conley Tire, come in and get $70 off a set of new Michelins. Until the end of the year, $50 off winter and mud and snow Cooper tires, and up to $150 off select sets of Goodyears. And don't forget, 6 months same as cash. Stop by their Staffordsville store or go to conleytire.net to find out more.
Merry Christmas, Dad. Yeah, sorry about the storm canceling our flights, but you got our present in the mail, right?
I got it. I know exactly what it is, but I don't need a new phone. This one works fine.
I figured you hadn't opened it.
Son, I do appreciate it, but I don't need it.
Would you at least open it?
Merry Christmas, Grandpa!
Hey, kids, would you look at that? It's like you're here with me.
Miss you, Pops.
I miss you, too.
Merry Christmas from Appalachian Wireless.
The City of Magoffin County Grand Jury today returned about a dozen indictments. I have spoke with law enforcement officials who presented their cases before the grand jury and have found that these are the ones that I can report on tonight, holding the others until an attempt to serve those and those individuals has been made by local police. The first one, however, begins with a 9-count indictment against a Hager Hill man who was pulled over in February of this year and faces now serious felony charges, including the following. 27-year-old Tyler Runnels of Hager Hill was indicted by the Magoffin County Grand Jury on possession of methamphetamine, possession of a controlled substance in the first degree, carrying a concealed deadly weapon, possession of drug paraphernalia, and driving on a suspended operator's license. This goes back to February when pulled over Mike Nichols of the Sayersville Police Department, identified him after he said that he was acting very nervous, slurring his speech. Nichols says that he found a needle and ribbon in Reynolds' pocket, confirming that his driver's license was suspended. Reynolds also had a set of brass knuckles and a knife hidden in one of his boots as well. And the officer also possessed a black bag with a large rock of methamphetamine, spoons, and other paraphernalia, and a white powdery substance. They also found suspected heroin on Reynolds when he arrived at the jail and was charged in Johnson County with promoting contraband as well. Reynolds has been jailed since September the 3rd on Johnson County charges of driving under the influence, 4th degree or greater, methamphetamine possession, driving on a suspended license, and theft by unlawful taking. Other charges on today's Magoffin County indictment include giving a peace officer false information, reckless driving, and being a persistent felony offender in the 1st degree for at least 2 prior felonies on his record. 36-year-old Jessica Rose Justice of Raccoon was indicted for possession of methamphetamine, carrying a concealed deadly weapon, as well as endangering the welfare of a minor, driving on a DUI suspended license, and reckless driving. This goes back to June of this year when, again, Sayersville police officer Mike Nichols noticed a car swerving on Restaurant Row. Justice was behind the wheel. It was confirmed that her driver's license was suspended, and she also had a quantity of methamphetamine in her purse and about $3,500 in cash. And there were also 3 juveniles in the car under the age of 16. Though there were several items in the purse that belonged to Justice, you may recall when I aired this report initially, she told police the 16-year-old, her daughter that was 16-year-old, had placed the bag of meth in her purse, and it was actually her daughter's drugs. Police also found a concealed axe in the car and called social services. And then when she was taken to the Big Sandy Detention Center, jail employees found another quantity of methamphetamine concealed in a body cavity. And she was charged with promoting contraband in Johnson County as well. And the last indictment that I can report to you this evening, with more to come beginning as soon as tomorrow, is that a 44-year-old Maria Crum of Sayersville indicted on DUI, 4th offense or greater. Now, this indictment goes back to March of 2018 when she was stopped here in Sayersville behind the wheel of a vehicle under the influence of alcohol and or drugs with at least 3 prior DUIs. That was March of 2018. Jail records show that she's been in jail since August of this year on Johnson County Sheriff's Department charges, also for driving under the influence, 4th offense or greater, with aggravated circumstances, as well as assault in the 1st degree, 2 separate counts, and driving on a DUI suspended license. Again, we'll start the rest of those indictments tomorrow. With that said, I've got a few things not on the calendar. I've had to spend much of the morning and afternoon out of the office during 4 other appointments, some of them news related, and we'll talk about that later. But I've got these that I need to pass along to you. First and foremost, tomorrow, I just found out today, is the vendor fair at the Magoffin County Extension Homemakers. This is tomorrow and Saturday, 10 till 6 tomorrow, 10 till 4 Saturday. They're looking for anyone who wants to stop by and check out all sorts of vendors. They're having a soup bean dinner tomorrow as well. And the chili dinner on Saturday. The meals are $5. I don't have a list of vendors, but I'm told that there are a lot of them, and a lot of that stuff, of course, will be holiday related. And of course, they're at their new location there at Red Light Number 4 on the Parkway or Restaurant Row or 114, however you want to describe it. This one I'm in big support of. First responder training, Tuesday, December the 10th, 2 hours at the Sayersville Fire and Police Department. No one should, well, I'll say no one, let me rephrase that. Everyone should have some sort of basic first responder training. CPR, of course, the Heimlich, of course, and others. And they are going to cover those, I'm sure, and more in a 2-hour training approved for 2 CE contact hours for the Kentucky Board of Emergency Medical Services. So this is for folks who are already first responders, and this is a 2-hour training. If you need to register, call Chief Nathan Cole, 349-3256. And anytime you have a chance to talk to one of these fellows about getting your CPR training, or Heimlich, or whatever, just one of those basic first aid needs, everyone should, even children, should be able to do that and should do that. That Takes us now to the rest of our announcements. One more time, 2 rewards being offered for stolen item and a lost or possibly stolen pet. Yep, birthdays kicking off tonight. The first for Zach Brown with a lot of love and best wishes from family and from friends. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy birthday to Zach Brown. And birthday wishes from a long, loving list of folks, including Sarge and all the family and a long list of friends as well. Stella Rao, happy birthday to you, the family, and all of your friends. I want to wish you the very best of birthdays and hope you're feeling well. Happy birthday, Stella. Happy birthday to you. One more time, a $500 reward being offered for information leading to the recovery of this ATV stolen November the 17th from a Kelsey residence on Route 40, 349-6354. And still a $1,000 cash reward being offered for the return or information leading thereto to AJ. AJ is a little boy about 5 years old, black and tan, with an orange reflective harness, last seen in the Bloomington area several days ago. $1,000 reward if you know anything, and call Jerry Sweeney at 349-5693. Celebrate with family, the theme of this weekend's Sagersville Hometown Christmas Celebration. Yes, this weekend. Can you believe it? It all starts at 4:30 with Elsa at the Montgomery County Historical Society Cabins from 4 to 4:30 for pictures with the kids or adults too. Caroling will start at the Judicial Center at 4 o'clock as well and go until 6. The tree lighting will start at 5:30 and the Christmas parade at 6 o'clock. And Santa will be at the Sayersville Fire Department with gifts for the kids right after the parade. And right after a few more moments in the program, I'll have your hometown Christmas celebration forecast for you. The 6th annual Sagersville Funeral Home Toy Drive ongoing right now. They're asking for any new unwrapped toy to be handed out this Christmas to the kids of Montgomery County. This has grown every year. They hope that you will continue that success with them this year at the Sagersville Funeral Home. Another reminder, revival ongoing nightly at the First Community Baptist Church with Todd Masters. That is nightly through Saturday night beginning at 7. And what works for you. And like I said last night, Candy Cane Lane is now officially open. All the lights not up as of yet. I think everyone very understandably knows why. But Ben stopped in yesterday to tell us that it's open nightly 6 till 10. They're still finishing the lights, and Santa will be there in the coming days. And one more holiday announcement for tonight. The big Christmas feast is coming up Friday, December the 13th, a week from this Friday, 11 till 2 at the Community Center. This is free, but it is a special invitation for everyone to please stop and just enjoy some time together and a wonderful meal for the holidays. And we hope you use our calendar throughout the holidays or any time you need it. We're always here for you, and that includes birthdays and anniversaries too.
Car wrecks, truck wreck, disability, workers' comp, slip and fall, wrongful death. Your case matters to you. Your case matters to us. Contact McFarland Tinker Law Office. With our combined experience of over 58 years, we're here ready to work for you.
I know, I say it every year, but I promise you, never before has the seasonal shop been so wall to wall filled with Christmas. The absolute most unique Christmas decor and ornaments and gifts you've ever seen under one roof in the area. Ornaments and trees of all types and colors and kinds. Table decor, dishes, all the wreaths, all the flowers. And if you're looking for gifts, they've got just about everyone on your list covered. Plus, you have to see their selection of women's clothes and accessories. Gorgeous, with a wide variety of styles and sizes. So let them help you pick out the perfect outfit for any Christmas party or family get-together. And from now until Christmas, they have a new deal of the day every day. So be sure to follow them on their Facebook page for all the details at Fraser's Raider Drugs Seasonal Shop in downtown Salyersville. We have finally done it. After years and years of extensive testing, we not only invented the chicken sandwich, we have perfected the chicken sandwich. Come and try it and love it with a big, famous dipped breast strip, pickles and mayonnaise, or however you like it fixed. And if you like, make it a double. Just make your way to Lee's to get it and grab a cookie while you're there. At your Salyersville Lee's famous recipe, where even our ice is famous.
We have the power to bring everyone together during the holidays. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Well, as the downtown streets of Salyersville are continuing to take Christmas-shaped decorations, anybody out there working right now? They're out there, they're just not on camera, and that's probably intentional because of the time frame. It's not. But they are out there, and I'm going to go join a few of those. And remember, the parade in Salyersville for this Saturday is going to run twice. It's going to come all the way through Salyersville, turn around, come all the way back. So no cars will be leaving Salyersville until it's made its return trip through. And I got to be honest, getting to see it twice, as beautiful as it's always been, and as big and more beautiful as I'm being told it is this year. That's a good thing. You'll just get to stay a little longer and enjoy some wonderful Christmas spirit and entertainment and sights and sounds. With that said, we do have an even more favorable forecast tonight than we did last night for your Saturday. Yeah, definitely looking very nice for the big Christmas celebration this Saturday. Before that, however, we'll see a nighttime low this evening of about 38 degrees with some clouds on the increase and southwesterly winds 3 to maybe 6 miles per hour. Winds will be noticeable again tomorrow, 5 to 10 to 17 mile per hour gusts at times, but you compare that to those that we've seen on and off over the past week or so, or longer actually, not as bad. Nevertheless, we will see rain with those winds. Showers likely mainly for the most part between 11 in the morning and 5 tomorrow evening. Otherwise, of course, it's going to be cloudy, and those winds again coming out of the west. Rainfall amounts, 1/10 of an inch, I think, for most everyone is going to be the max. So some light scattered showers, mainly, like I said, from 11 in the morning till about 5 in the afternoon. Only a 20% chance of some lingering showers before 9 tomorrow night, and down to a low of 32. Those showers clear out, and it clears up nicely for your Saturday. We've got a newly adjusted daytime high for Saturday at 47, mostly sunny degrees. We've bumped up a couple of degrees on the nighttime low up to about 34, partly cloudy skies. It will be a nice day for everything planned for the Christmas celebration in downtown Salyersville. Sunday, not so much, warmer still, but 55, mostly cloudy, and a 50% chance of showers. Not until late Sunday night after 10 or 12 into your Monday morning, and you'll notice Monday looks to be a wet one, as does your Tuesday more than likely. We'll get close to 60 on Monday. A lot of warm air and some moisture out and ahead of the next winter blast is coming. So 58 showers on your Monday, 50 mostly cloudy, and showers continuing at least into the first half of your Tuesday, maybe even into your Tuesday night. If there is still some precipitation Tuesday night, that Arctic air is going to push temperatures down to about 24, so we could see a few flakes fly. And then thereafter, you'll see the effects of that air, mostly on your Wednesday, as we see mostly sunny skies and only 34 degrees. And we'll hit the teens for the first time in a while that night, 19 mostly clear degrees. We rebound quickly thereafter, should hit the 40s, with still some sunshine above on your Thursday. Well, that's indeed my show for this evening. Indictments and a host of other things that I did not get completed today. I never get it all done. But we'll wrap up this week on tomorrow's edition of Your News Today. I hope you're here for that. Thank you and good night.